Hi Chris, I thought I'd go through some of the template stuff that we're looking at the moment. I'm going to start presenting this to staff next week in groups. I've done some individuals, but I really need to start getting these out to groups. In the first field here, what I've done is I've written in here the text that I'd like to replace underneath here, if that's okay. Another question I wanted to ask was, does every single field need to have an add an attachment link? If they do, that's fine. That's okay. As far as the habits of mind development, that's a good field. This field here I'd like to get rid of. And what I want to do is move the habits of mind proficiency level descriptor up into this position here, so that when people are entering in here, they're actually doing the level descriptor. I've put all the detail about the dimensions in the pop-up window anyway, so I think this is really redundant. I don't need this. I'm just trying to streamline this as much as possible for staff. Essential inquiry questions, that's fine. This needs to be in the senior one as well, because it could potentially be covering off on some year 10 stuff, which is still Australian curriculum, so that's good. That needs to be there. This is fine. I don't need to have two boxes like this. Is it possible to have that heading with that text and then next to it have this over here, or should I just have an advanced level optional notes down here somehow, maybe with that subheading sitting underneath here? What I want to do, I don't want two notes areas, I only need one, but I do need this text sitting up above it. And similarly with the beginning level descriptor, I definitely need this as text, hardwired text. I definitely need a notes field, but I don't need two areas for writing in. The subunit and learning goals and success criteria, this text here, what I've said is inside here, I've written the text I think I'd like to have just replaced. That's just a slight modification of the detail there. So this text inside this box is actually what needs to go up here. Formative assessment, that's fine. In most cases that might be on another document, but there's an area here for them. And then the learning sequence, I think that's fine. So the senior one, that's about the story I think so far. And I'll do a similar little video clip just for the junior secondary one, which is really the one I'm going to present next week. Thanks, Chris.